How do we do story problems when they say, what's the greatest possible number of? Well, usually that's a huge hint that it's a GCF. So what's the greatest possible number of people in each row? Well, it's a parade, and this parade director, they want to make sure they don't have a band that's like too skinny. They want to make each row evenly take up the same amount in the street, so you got multiple bands, coming down, and they're like, well, I don't want one band to have like 5 people wide and the next band be like 27 people wide. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they're doing, but each band has a different number of people. We got big schools, you got small schools, big bands, little bands, that sort of thing. And so they're like, well, what's the biggest that we can make them where it's divided evenly, right? Well, it's that phrase, what is the greatest possible, stop. What does GC stand for? Greatest common. So what's the greatest possible? Stop. What's GC stand for? Greatest common. Greatest possible, greatest common. You see the similarity? So really it's screaming out and it's begging, will you please just go find the GCF of the band sizes. So what are my band sizes? Well, one band has 24 members and the other one has 60. So just write 24 right here, maybe write 60 over there, and then we just start breaking it down the same way that we did before. Would you agree 4 times 6 is 24? Cool. Neither one is prime, so break it down further. You can agree that the 2's, the 2 times 2 would be primes. And the 2 times 3 is 6. Those are prime also. So over here, we just want to list the prime factorization of 24. So there we have it. Now, how can we break 60 down? Changing it up here, I'm using 4 times 15. You could have used 6 and 10, right? You could have used 5 and 12, but we still need to go and break them down further. The 4 winds up at 2 and 2. The 15, you'd agree, is me 3 and 5. Those are primes. 3 times 5 is 15. So let's write it out nice and neat right here. How do I find the GCF after I have my prime factorizations? We look for what? The common ones like this, correct? 2 and 2. What else? The 3. And so what is 2 times 2 times 3? You can see that with 2, 2, and 3. What do we get? 12. So your GCF is 12. But what does that mean in terms of the story problem? Well, they said, what is the greatest possible number of people in each what? Row. So the greatest number of people in a row would be 12. Because you can take that 24-person marching band and break them down and get 12 and 12 and see how there's no leftovers. And then you could get that 60-person marching band and you could go 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. There'd be 5 rows of 12. Well, 5 times 12 is 60. And that's the power of the GCF. Okay? All right.